Okay, so let's go. Aztec versus Saracen. Regarding the civilization, of course, we could say that Aztec has a real advantage on Saracen, but Arabian Knight has his specific use of this civilization. So this group is, let's say, a single elimination at this step, because the world AIs have 3 points each. So each one needs to win its set. 2-1 is enough to get the qualification. 3-0 is a real opportunity to get the first position of this group. So hello Battle, hello Interlepus, you're welcome. Well, we are 15 tonight. That's a very good point. So after this set we will have beginner playing against Knight. This is gonna be the new version of beginner, posted this day, if I'm right, just today. So I will discover with you guys how it plays, how it was improved, and red already did find its opponent, looks like. So blue definitely needs to find its opponent quite fast, it's the case. It needs to attack quite fast with the skirmishers before Saracen, before the Arabian Knight having its first knight. Oh, 4 ships to be found, 2 only actually. And another pretty important point is the capacity of Cyan to find this stable, which should be built pretty soon now. That might be a crucial information to start training spearmen.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yep, so it looks like Cyan did find Arabian Knight.
Yeah, already. And I was looking...
Did you say that Cyan found the stable? There's no stables, I guess, so far.
Well, the stable is actually built, but Cyan didn't see it already.
Ah, I see now.
So Cyan doesn't know that its opponent is gonna go knight at this point.
The skirmishers aren't in the town yet. Arabian Knight is still in feudal age. So here we go. This is the moment of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Skirmishers attacking.
We've got fletching. Cyan is actually retreating for some reasons. Maybe because it detects that its opponent went for a fast castle. It's possible.
Yeah, I think Cyan retreats when they discover that the opponent is advancing ages.
Oh, and it did find the stable in the front, so it does have a very important information at this point. We can expect some spearmen. This is the case when the first spearmen trained.
Yep.
A market? Well, I would say that Cyan is actually playing pretty well in this situation. Couldn't be better. And we've got the the 4 first knights already trained by red. And Shenbarding, wow, that's so fast. And actually we've got 4 spearmen for Cyan. He will need more.
Yep. Doesn't seem like any more are coming at the moment. Yep, so Cyan was going for Castle Age, that's probably why.
Okay, 24 minutes, that's a quite decent time.
But here we go, the attack from Arabian Knight.
Yeah, that can hurt a lot already.
It's like about 12 knights.
And +2 defense, man. That counts a lot.
Yes. Looks like Cyan likes to bring the soldiers back to the town center.
Yep.
So it looks like the army's gone. So Arabian Knight is probably going to win this one. There's not enough spearmen, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Needed probably a dozen.
Yeah, garrisoning could have been something to do.
Yep, training one by one is not going to help.
Well, it was a pretty fast game. It's already over, man.
Wow.
Well, we can wait a bit more, but I think that nothing good can happen at this point for Cyan. Keeping losing villagers one by one. The main TC is down pretty soon.
And it's down. And Blue's building a university.
Hey. And Mifo still? Okay. Alright, well played. Good game, as Cyan said. That's a good conclusion of this game. 1-0. The fastest game of the night. Promiscuity said
Yes.
Arabian Knight is brutal. That's right.
Now for the big moment is the 4v4. See if we know that in the 4v4 Arabian Knight loses a lot of its power.
Yep.
Because the market trading it depends on.
This is right. He loses his whole power.
Seems like, just from watching what we saw in the first game, Cyan might have enough to beat Arabian Knight. If Arabian Knight was like a couple minutes slower, Cyan could have won, had enough spearmen to counter.
Mm-hmm. I think that in this stage, Arabian Knight is undefeated in 1v1 actually.
Wow.
Let's say that this strategy is working pretty well. So
yeah, and just looking at the bracket, Arabian Knight did win 2-1 against the Khanate, so that's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember whether Arabian Knight won was it the 2v2 perhaps?
Yes, it was a 2v2. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see if the same thing happens here.
Yeah, I think
maybe
that
Cyan will do win the 4v4 and Arabian Knight will win the 2v2.
Well, I think that it can depend on the target of Arabian Knight. If it attacks a same guy, it would offer the opportunity of the second player to develop its economy, and let's see. But I'm scared because I think that Cyan has some failures in late game.
But either way, Cyan has to win the next 2 games to make it into the next round.
Exactly.
Which is fun about this group. Every game matters now.
Yeah. And you can be sure that one of those 2 AIs is gonna be qualified.
Yep. All right. Green's luring the second boar. So we've got Britons and Aztecs on the flanks for Cyan. And we've got Saracens on the flanks for Arabian Knight. Didn't expect that. Green's map seems pretty decent. Maybe a bit open at the front, but resources are somewhat well protected.
Yeah, definitely the main gold is really protected. That's a good point.
Purple on the mean has some pretty well protected gold as well, but that lumber camp is in a vulnerable spot, unfortunately.
Yep.
And green would probably hit purple first rather than vice versa. Then on the other side, we've got blue versus orange. And let's see, orange, look at them first. Ooh, orange's lumber camp is not in a good spot. Not at all.
Yeah, the worst spot ever for orange. Couldn't be worse than that.
Lots of walking around to the other side as well. That's going to be wood income. The gold is in a good spot, but that won't matter as much. And then blue. The gold is sideways. It's not in the best spot, but it's not super bad.
Orange
lumber
eventually
camps are
found a
good
good
enough spot, though.
good spot.
Yes. A bit far away, I'd say, but it's in a very protected spot. Very easy to wall off as a human player.
So let's see what's going on with Cyan's pocket. Mayan should go for eagles. I guess. No, it doesn't. It goes for 1 outer range. Interesting.
Maybe crossbows. I don't know if Cyan has pocket strategies.
Yeah.
Ooh, looks like blue's preparing to attack. And then teal has a stable in the barracks. Stable blacksmith. Maybe we'll get knights from Celts. I'm not sure.
It
But here
looks
we go.
like,
So
yeah.
blue, found the lumber camp, of course.
And Cyan does have pocket strategies, of course.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Blue decided to retreat, or orange must be on the way to the Castle Age. Yes, it is. So all of orange's villagers are being tasked with that lumber camp. Or actually, no, they're all going to gold now. And we got green attack in purple.
Yeah, and for some reason it eventually is retreating, but it wasn't retreating before.
Yeah, that is weird. Looks like send purple's villagers off of wood, though. I don't know if purple had any other lumber camps, so that was actually pretty big, I bet.
Oh, yep.
No wood for probably like 2 minutes.
Exactly,
That'll be pretty big in this game.
Okay, the first knights are coming from teal. Let's see
price for
if
wood
there
is
is
231.
I would like to see some coordination between blue and teal. If this is possible, please Cyan, do something like that.
So I'm not sure what Gray is going for. No military yet.
Yeah, it looks like it's just booming.
Yeah, maybe Imperial Age Eagle Warriors? I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think that it builds the outer range just as the second feudal age building to research
Yeah,
castle
maybe.
age, and now it's just
So
booming.
Orange is attacking, but it's not doing a whole lot. Yellow's on the way as well, but might have the same fate.
Yeah, yellow took the best advantage of the trading of its resources compared to the other Arabian Knights.
And it looks like Cyan has the advantage here. Blue's on the way to attack Orange again with a lot of spearmen. A few knights from Teal as well, but Blue's retreating.
Yep, but we've got the pikemen right now.
Yeah, that's big. Looks like Arabian Knight is teaming up on Blue.
Yep. And Grey is booming actually with 4 theses. It does have almost 100 civilian population. But far from researching Imperial Age for some reasons. I think that there is a problem, a clear problem in the economy balance. Almost no food, a lot of gold, a lot of wood.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know
it's
what's
almost
happening.
Like he's saving up for crossbows.
Yep.
Got like 20 gold miners around 1 gold spot.
Yeah, that's weird.
Got some forward castles against Orange.
Yeah, a bunch of castles from Teal and Blue, which are building in coordination. And Grey is building too, but Grey lost his castle, man. Destroyed by Yellow. That's weird. It didn't delete.
Alright, we got an attack from Green. He was going with crossbows as Britons.
I think that Grey is just buggy for the rest of the game. I'm scared.
Yeah. It's trained long swordsman, it's bugged.
What's happening with the food? That's weird. Okay, purple is dead. Well, not fully dead, but hurt a lot.
Yep.
Well,
Purple's got a few knights, but not a whole lot going on. And I don't know if Arabian Knight caps its villager population, but they're pretty low. Red's got the most at 63 villagers.
Well, Grey is eventually training units. But it's still in Castle Age.
That town center is pretty full for Grey. Yeah, something's going on with Grey. He's got 4,000 food now and still is not researching Imperial Age.
Yep. Well, this is Mayan. I think that as Mayan, Cyan has big troubles because I already have seen Cyan as Mayan having this kind of problem. The civilization I picked is from what suggested cyanciros. He wanted Aztec, Mayan, Breton, and Celt. So I think that's a better choice is possible for Cyan.
Yeah, looks like the Britons are doing pretty well though.
Yep.
Even if the Mayans aren't doing anything, it's basically a 3v3 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, red is strangely weak. I'm not sure exactly why. Oh, I think it's that red lumber camp right in Orange's town. It's not a good spot. It's probably just sending all of its villagers to die.
Yeah, probably.
Orange's town center is almost down. So I think Cyan's gonna win this 4v4.
Yeah, it was expected in a way.
Yep. Which means we'll have the exciting 2v2 that will decide the fate of both AIs.
Yep.
So looks like teal is has the highest score for Cyan. It's not surprising that teal is Cyan's best color.
Yep. And where is Gray's army actually? It's eventually starting to attack.
Oh wow, they're all in rams. Reminds me of the Joan of Arc campaign. An army of rams.
Okay. That's nice.
Oh, maybe that's joined up by some teal seed rams, I think. Yeah, so each of the Arabian Knights are basically dead at this point. It's just yellow, and yellow has a bunch of idle villagers.
Yep, exactly. I think it's time to give the victory to Cyan and to start the third game.
Woohoo.
Which is,
GG.
Yep, it's gonna be quite exciting to watch. The loser is gonna be eliminated officially of this tournament. And so we will have Aztec plus Breton this time for Cyan. That's a good point.
No Mayans this time.
Yep, no Mayan. Fortunately for Cyan. So here we go. Hello Cheese on Toast, I saw that he's around.
Yep, admiring Cyan's Mayan strategy. Alright, so here we go. Blue and green are fairly close together. That might help out blue pretty well.
Well, so in your opinion, the favorite is Arabian Knight, right? Keep in mind that there is some issues with the strategy of Arabian Knight. It does work pretty well in 1v1. In 2v2, at least it won't be as crap as in 4v4, but can be a problem.
Yeah, I think slight edge to Arabian Knight. I haven't really seen how badly the trading is hurt in 2v2, so it's hard to tell. I don't think I saw the match against the Khanate where Arabian won the 2v2.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what happened. But I guess that one of the Khanate did lose quite fast.
Right in the middle between blue and green. You kind of wish that one of the players was Mongols. There's like 10 deer in one spot.
That's a lot, in fact. Green is trying to lure the deer to the TC, but it's quite far. And the scout is bugging because of the cliff.
That's a problem.
Yep.
Hopefully someone attacks it to put it out of its misery. Oh.
Okay, it eventually moved. That's a good point. Oh, okay, it left the idea to get the deer, preferring to start exploring the map. That's a good point.
So we got green. Green's map is a lot of its resources are in the back, which is good. There's one. They've decided to build one lumber camp that's sort of forward.
Well, green is coming back home without having found yellow eventually. That's a problem.
Yellow's map is okay. The wood is all forward, but the gold is back. And then red is doing some hunting on the deer. The gold is okay, not great, but the wood is nice. Pretty good, actually.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Cyan never attack Arabian Knight. Just retreat and stay defensive.
Right. I don't know if that strategy of retreating whenever the enemy is going to the next stage is the best way to do it.
Well, it needs some additional rules, conditions. Of course, if the enemy doesn't have any military population, it makes no sense to retreat, for example.
That only makes sense, I think, if the enemy was flushing. So we got green going to yellow.
Yep.
Yellow already is advancing to the castle age, though, so we'll see if green retreats. Alright, so green hit the yellow lumber camp.
Yep, that's a good point for green.
We got some villagers, yellow villagers getting stuck around the lake.
And Cyan does have, of course, retreat rules against the TC, that's a good point. Those retreat rules are working fine.
And blue hit the mining camp for red, that's pretty good.
Okay, the game is actually turning fine for Cyan, but let's see what's going on. With the first night. Okay, they both are retreating.
Able to attack without retreating, yeah.
Yep.
Which kind of surprises me. In our first few games, Cyan never hit the enemy at all. Yellow, for some reason, has a mining camp in Red's town. Hopefully they don't actually use it.
Oh. Yes, yellow does have the lumber camp on the red town. That's a big problem.
Yeah, we saw that in the last game too. So blue has the tower next to its lumber camps. That's good. Now we're just waiting to see when Arabian Knight attacks.
Yep, and if they attack together?
They attack the same enemy, we'll see.
That's gonna hurt a lot, man. Green is targeted by yellow. So is red, I would say. Yep. Red is
And
gonna attack the
both
same
players
opponent.
only have 4 spearmen. Alright, here we go. Watching the yellows attack.
And once again, it was a pretty good timing for Arabian Knight.
Yep, so with that many knights, I think they're gonna knock out green. And blue's attacking to defend the ally.
Oh,
But it's mostly skirmishers. And actually,
that's
they're
pretty.
all
That's genius. It's genius from Arabian Knight to switch the target right now together once again against blue this time. That's where both of the Cyan are gonna be slowed down badly.
Right. Both of them are at least in the castle age, but they're both behind on military.
Yeah.
So good news is that green has a lot of pikemen.
That's in fact a good news for Cyan. And the civilian population is is better than the opponent.
So blue's hurting with villagers.
Okay.
Blue's countering with eagle warriors. That's not the best choice.
Yeah, but it managed to survive from the first big assault from red and yellow. Both of the Cyan are not dead, actually.
Yeah. It seemed brilliant at the time, but I wonder if Arabian Knight should have just knocked down green's town center all the way.
Yeah, that's very...
Instead of retargeting.
Yeah, that's very strange. But I was thinking that it could work. Because I keep thinking that if you let one Cyan booming a bit, that can be a problem for Arabian Knight. But now the problem is both of the Cyan are gonna have a better economy than its opponent. And of course it does have the units to face the knights, even green. And okay, blue does have...
yellow attacking again.
Yep. But with less knights than the assault before.
It should die pretty fast with all these pikemen and crossbows.
Yeah, this time it's turning pretty well for Cyan. And Cyan is booming with 4 TCs, green I mean, against 1 TC for yellow, 1 TC for red. That can make a huge difference in late game. And blue is actually not touched. So it's... yeah, it's rebooming step by step.
Looks to me like it's too early to call it, but I think Cyan has won this game. With the Arabian Knight, if you can survive the first assault, then Arabian Knight doesn't do much afterwards, so you kind of win the game.
Yeah, that's right. But keep in mind that Cyan have some problems sometimes.
True.
As we saw in the game before with the Mayan player.
We'll see if the Aztecs and Britons are solid.
Yeah. Okay, this is a decisive moment for Arabian Knight. I would like to see some rams from blue, of course. It does have the siege workshop. Okay, 1 ram is actually trained. That's a good point.
Green's got some rams as well.
Yep. Man, it looks like Cyan managed to get the qualification.
Yes. So I'm curious, looking at the bracket, So we got Arabian Knight and Cyan playing against each other. The next game is the Khanate and the Beginner.
Yep.
If Cyan wins this game, which I think it will, Cyan lost against the Khanates and won against Beginner. So for Cyan to get first place in the bracket, Beginner needs to beat the Khanate 2-1.
Exactly.
Alright, both Arabian Knight players are down to about 30 villagers.
I think that we already can give the victory to Cyan anyway. Look at the population, 141 for blue. Both of the Arabian Knights are stuck to 35 population. Okay.
Arabian Knight just never booms, it looks like.
Okay, so let's...
We got Jaguar Warriors against Arabian Knights.
Yeah, I think it's over anyway.
Yep. Yep, it's over. Congrats to
Okay.
Cyan.
Yeah, congratulations.